The wind's really blowing, and look at all the leaves that are just blowing off of the tree. Got a whole bunch on the deck here, but they're just blowing off. Look at that. Well, that's how the leaves end up coming off of the tree. The wind's got to come and shake them off. There's a whole bunch of leaves over there. I'm going to have to get back out here and blow all this away, but not today, because it's supposed to be really, really windy today. Look at that, I'm just watching all my leaves just blow off. Falling leaves. Can you see them still blowing? Blowing off of the trees. And the girlies went back out. It's cold out. Ellie didn't want to go. I'm replaying my video that I posted yesterday. I always like to go back and check comments. I'll be answering comments here in a little bit. I'm going to go get dressed and ready, and I'm going to do my, videos. I'm going to go around the house talking about all my trees and all that, and then I'll break it all up. You know what I mean? Like I told you. And it's so cold. I have a fire. I've had a fire going since about 6 o'clock this morning when I got up, because it's really cold. The high is only supposed to be 31 degrees, and with the wind blowing, I think there's a wind chill out there as well. And those leaves just keep falling back there. But let's see what it's doing outside, out front. And I showed you out my front door yesterday and how much leaves were on the tree here. And this is going to get foggy here. It's starting to do that. Look at today. Look how scarce it looks. And there's a lot more leaves in my yard. They all blew off last night. And my maple, oh, see, you can't see because it's going to get foggy. But see, even my maple out there, it's dropping a lot of the leaves. So I will say probably, maybe by the end of the week, we're not going to have many leaves left out there. And I won't be going out today to clear out my hostas, because I was going to try to do it today, but I didn't know it was going to be as cold out there as it is. Let's see, so somebody was asking me how much my garland was at Costco. They're $39.99, so say $40. But they sell them at Sam's Club too, because my mom has bought some of those garlands over at Sam's Club, and she paid the same thing, and that was even several years ago. But they usually have those every year, and they consistently say that $39.99 price. And then this swag that I got, I'm trying to remember. Maybe they were $20, something like that, maybe like half the price. We'll get this. It's cold out there, isn't it? Very chilly. Chilly willies. Look at those leaves. Every time I turn and look, there's just leaves blowing off of the tree. I don't expect to see those leaves on there too much longer. Somebody had asked me about Thanksgiving and what I make for Thanksgiving and that sort of thing. On Thanksgiving Day, I might do a video showing how I make certain things. But since we're so close to Thanksgiving right now, I'm not going to make things and show you guys, because then I have to make it next week. And we don't want to eat it this week to turn around and eat it next week. You know what I mean? So Thanksgiving Day, I'll show you certain things, because a lot of times when Christmas dinner comes around, don't we kind of repeat a little bit, because we know that that's probably about it until, you know, next Thanksgiving. So I'll show you some things that I make then next week. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. When I went to Costco over the weekend, I had also gone to Kohl's. And I bought these. I'll have to try to show them to you when it's dark outside. because it's kind of light right now. Well, not kind of light. It is light right now. They're battery operated, but they're still nice. Let's see if you can see. Well, see, it's too light over there. They keep changing colors because you'll see what it's supposed to do. A minute. There we go. So what's supposed to happen, and maybe this needs to warm up a little bit down here, and then when it gets warm, then it starts, you know, filtering the glitter up. Kind of like a lava lamp. You know how you have to let it heat up a little bit first before you get the big gloppy goopy things to keep going up and coming down? I think it's the same thing with this glitter. It must have to warm up because this is supposed to move. They had this big, huge, fat candle, and I really liked it. And I was thinking about getting it, but it was, I think it was $20, and that was just for one, and I needed something for this window, so I spent, because these were $9 each, so let's just say $10, so for $20, I got 2 candles versus $20 for 1 candle, you know what I mean? And, but the big candle, as soon as you turned it on right away, whew, all that glitter was, you know, filtering up and coming down, and it was really nice. So I got those, and they, like I said, I think they were $8.99 at Kohl's. And while I go upstairs to get dressed, I have some clothes I have to take upstairs. I'll show you what else I got at Kohl's. My Thanksgiving Day outfit. However, I know I'm going to get very hot while I wear it. So here's what I bought to wear for Thanksgiving Day. I got these. They're it's velour. It feels like velvet. It's really, really soft, but it's the velour. And this looks black on the camera, but it's like a navy blue. So I got these pants, and I liked them at the bottom. They're cuffed. See those? And, you know, because for Thanksgiving, you want to dress nice. It's a family day, but at the same time, you want to be comfortable. And especially, you want to have, like, some loose clothing to put on that day because of all the eating that we do. And this is nice because, like I was showing you, it's got this drawstring there. What are you doing? Lacey, Lucy. And then for my shirt, I have this Angora sweater. Isn't that pretty? It's got a snowflake. They had a pink one or a purple one. The purple one said joy on it. I think it said joy. And then they had a pink one, and I forget what it said. But I like the snowflake. And so it's Angora, having a hot oven on all day long, cooking the turkey and stuffing and everything. You know how you get hot and you're running around, especially at the last minute, trying to do stuff. And so you know how you get really hot? Well, I know I'm going to be taking this sweater off. I have a tank top on underneath it, and then that way when it gets really hot, I can take the sweater off while I'm cooking. And then when we go to eat dinner, put it back on. But I showed this to Harry. It was so funny when I showed that to him. I said, so what do you think about this? I said, isn't this really nice? He goes, it looks really nice. He goes, but it also looks very itchy. And I said, no, it's Angora. Angora's supposed to be soft. It shouldn't be too itchy. It'll probably get itchy if I get really hot and start sweating. So anyway. So that's what I'm going to wear for Thanksgiving Day. I hope so anyway. I hope that, you know, I don't just get too hot that I just, you know, can't wear the sweater at all. So now what I'm going to do is get myself dressed. I washed my hair. I think it was yesterday I had a shower. And yeah, you saw me. I had my towel on my head. So I got to curl my hair. And then I'm going to start going around doing my videos for you guys. I wanted to show you, I got on my Vera Wang leggings, and these are the corduroy leggings. I don't know if you guys ever shop at Kohl's, A lot of people do, and I like going there. And I like Vera Wang's clothing line. It's very nice. Of course, a lot of her things run like very couture. I mean, pretty small. You know what I mean? Compared to like like if you were to just buy like in Mrs. Like her things, you really have to try them on before you can buy them. Like for me, the way that my body is shaped, I cannot buy off of the rack. I just can't. But I buy like her jean leggings. I wear those a lot too. And then I'll wear like my bear paw. Bear paws are like Uggs, but they're cheaper. I wear like those boots with like my leggings and that, or I'll wear like my little ballerina shoes. I wear those. But I bought a new color, this tan, and I've been wearing that too. And I think that I like the corduroy leggings better than I like the blue jean denim type. The corduroys are very, very soft. And what I really like about these, even though this is corduroy material, which you can't tell, even if I were to get into some light, well, here, maybe you can tell. It's corduroy material, but it's really, really soft. And the last time I had a nice pair of leggings like this was, I had bought some velour, so like those sweatpant velour pants that I just showed you that I got, that I'm wearing for Thanksgiving. But those are kind of loose in the thighs and that, because they're like a style of sweatpants, you know what I mean? Where these are like they're leggings, so they cling to you. The last time I had a nice pair of leggings like this was back in the mid 1990s, about like 1993, 94, somewhere around there. I bought a pair of black velour leggings from Victoria's Secrets. They were so soft and so comfy that eventually in time, because I kept wearing them, you know, and many, many years of just wearing them during the day, I had worn the velour a little bit. It wasn't real plush, but it wasn't like worn like, you know, spotted and see-through. It's just that they just weren't really nice anymore to just, you know, go out and go shopping or anything like that. So instead, I started wearing them at night. I'd put on like a night shirt or something with my leggings. And I actually got rid of those. When did I get rid of those? Probably about a year, maybe 2 years after we had moved here. I had to get rid of those. And I got rid of them because they were really worn after having them for, well, if I got them around, I'm just going to say 1993. We moved here in 2007, so do the math. So, yeah, for 14 years or whatever of wearing those, it was just time to say goodbye to them. And the other thing was, too, I had lost a ton of weight because I had my son Brian in 92, and I was back to exercising again, and I went on this crazy, crazy exercise regimen where I was exercising 2.5 hours a day, and I lost a ton of weight. And those leggings that I bought from Victoria's Secrets were a small. And then when I moved here, I wasn't working anymore, so I wasn't out and about running around. I run around here, but not like when I'm working. And plus, you know, when I'm here at home, I'm baking things and doing a lot more cooking and that compared to, obviously, when I was working.
Look at that cuteness. Oh, that is the sweetest baby girl.
So guess what? Remember when I said I couldn't find my vase? I have it there last year, but I've had it up here before in other videos, and it was just a vase that I told you that I put bulbs in. Well, I found it, and it was actually right downstairs where I looked for it the first time. But it was behind something, but it was still up enough that I could have saw it. And as my mother would tell me, if it was a snake, it would have bit you, because it was right there. So anyway, I found it, but because it's been sitting out on a shelf all year, it's quite dusty, so it needs to be cleaned up. So what I did, I took all the ornaments out and put them in here. And these are just some old ornaments that, you know, I've had for years. And you'll need some ribbon if you decide to do this. And you'll need some sort of a vase. And I've got to clean this. Okay, so after you get your vase all cleaned, that's when I'm going to begin putting my ornaments. Now, I've never had lights in this before. But if you guys have seen my videos from last year after the holidays, I made lighted centerpieces, not really centerpieces like for tables, but where you could put them out like, you know, on your furniture and tables or whatever, so that you could have some light still through, you know, the winter. I made some of those, and I'm going to redo one of the ones that I had last year. And I thought what would be nice this year, from one of those vases that I did, I took a strand of the lights that I had. And for a vase, really, you're going to want like 30, depending on how big, 30 to 50 light. I mean, 35. I think they're 35 to 50 lights. I think they make them in 20 now, too. And I think for this one, I might have the 20. I'm not sure. But this is just, you know, a small strand of lights. And whenever I'm doing anything with lights, like making garlands or I'm making like a thing like this, I always plug in my lights and I work with that, because you want to make sure that, you know, you're putting your decorations evenly around the lights. You don't want to just put the lights on, then start putting everything, even like on garlands that you make, because you could cover up a lot of the lights. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to turn the lights on, and that way you work around all of your lights. So that's what I'm going to do. And by the way, I have my shirt off right now, my plaid shirt that I showed you earlier, because I'm already starting to get hot running around the house. So yeah, I'm going to get these lights in here, then I'm going to start putting the ornaments in. So now that I have lights in there, I'm going to work around all of that. You want to leave your strand out, you know, so that you can plug it in. So this is my heaviest ornament. I don't want to break anything by plunking it down there. So I'm going to put this one in first. Plus it's bigger too. And I'm going to let it just kind of fall through there. And this might not work out so well. I don't know. I'll have to see because of all the wires and everything. But we'll see. We'll see what I can do with it. Okay. So then I want to go around it with some smaller ornaments like this. So you want to have ornaments of various sizes. Maybe like a small one there like that. I'm going to get this bigger snowman and have it facing out that way. And I'll bring this Santa, and let's see, this is going to be the back. So maybe put him, the snowman and Santa that way so that you can see this is the front. Then put that. And that's going to go to the back like that. Now obviously if you didn't have lights, it doesn't take this long to put one of these things together. Bing, bang, boom, you're usually done. But we're working around lights. Okay, so now I get this snowflake, and I like to get this snowflake in the front too. So let's see if I can wedge that there. Like that. Put another big ornament, kind of hold it in place, like that. This one can go down in there, and then this little one. So now I got to get the bow on. And probably what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap the bow. I'm not going to lift this up and go around. I'm going to go ahead and have this in the back, and I'm going to wrap the bow around it to kind of hold the cord in place so it doesn't move around. Okay, so there you go. And if you notice this ribbon, this is the same ribbon that's on my Christmas tree over there. Now, it goes up there, and I think I have an end piece of a set of lights that I can plug it in up there, If not, I'll have to run an extension cord. I'll just, you know, run it through my greens up there and take it behind my valance. That way you won't see it, and then bring it around and plug it in. Okay, there it is up there. I mean, obviously you can't see it too well because it's daylight. I mean, you can see that it's on, but it'll look nicer at night. Now, I did have to run an extension cord because the lights that I have behind, I didn't want it so bright up there, having really two sets of these lights. I think this is 150 strand lights, so that'd be 300 lights up there. It would really light it all up. And in the evening, I want it to blend in, you know, because you got the garland here. I don't want it to be overpowering. You know what I mean? So I had those unplugged, so I had to run an extension cord. So now let's do this. For this centerpiece, I'm using one of my very nice bowls that I use, you know, putting a vegetable in or some kind of dessert in when, you know, it's a holiday or for some special occasion. And I like this because it kind of looks like a snowflake. You want to make sure, obviously, you're going to use a bowl that you're not going to want to use for Thanksgiving or Christmas. So I have other bowls that I'll be using, so I'm not going to miss this one. So here's my little kit that I used last year, and I disassembled everything, put it in here, and I'll just have to reassemble it. So that is what I did. I put the lights at the bottom, then all my snow is on here, and that's okay. This isn't going to catch fire because these lights are very low grade. And then I have some of this fluff that I put on top like this. I'm going to get that light down there. And then I think I worked everything in around that, and then I put more snow. Okay, so that's how I'm going to work it. Do a pine cone, do a holly, then maybe do a Christmas bulb, and I'll keep the snowflakes where it can be seen. Then we'll do another pine cone. This has a little pick on it, so I'll have to go down like that. Then another holly. Then I got to get another Christmas bulb. And then in the middle, I just filled in with everything. So I'm going to take the rest of all of what I have here and then just fill it in. So that's what that looks like. You just plop everything down wherever you want to do it. And then I have some snow that I'm just going to take, and again, I'm just going to let it just fall in through there like this. Put a little bit more. You want to fill in as much as you can, letting it land on the pine cones and wherever. Come down in the front there too, fill in that. So that gives it a nice little icy look. And then the lights are down there. So I'm probably going to put this over on one of my end tables there in the family room. Getting a bit hot walking around. I just got done filming all of my segments for that the Christmas Memories Past, where I'm, you know, talking about all my decorations and everything. And it's really funny because every time I had to come down here to put my dogs outside, and the last video when I'm standing up in my hallway and I'm talking about the things above my door and I'm looking out at my elm tree, it is amazing, this wind blowing, blowing, blowing like it's been doing. And I showed you what it looked like even this morning with leaves falling off, because every time I'd come by windows I would see like leaves just whoosh. It was like it was snowing leaves. I got to show you outside. So these you saw yesterday, there were still, like in the front, there were leaves. Look, they're all gone. They're all gone as of just now. And look at over there. A lot of those leaves blew off, and I showed you what it looked like yesterday. And I got leaves just all over the place. They're all over there in the mulch. You can't even see the mulch hardly anymore. It's nothing but leaves. Let me show you out front. This is crazy with this wind blowing. All right. Remember what I showed you, what it looked like yesterday? And I showed you even this morning. Look at that. Look at. Remember I said by the end of the week, my leaves will probably all be off. If not by the end of today, maybe by tomorrow morning. It's like all the leaves are going to be like totally off these trees. It's amazing how fast those things just came flying off of there. Oh, so I just remembered and realized that when I did my segments of, and I got to sit down and edit all of that, so I'll be saying goodbye here in a minute. When I was doing everything, I forgot to go in my bathroom down here and show you like all my snowmen. So let me show you that now. So you'll hear me talking about my friend Susie and my friend Diana from Chicago, and they had, Susie had an antique store and a whole Christmas store that was the whole downstairs of her shop, and it was loaded. I've never seen so much Christmas stuff in a store in all my life. She had a ton of it, and she left it out all year through. And it was really nice decorated too. I think she had a train down there and a bunch of other kind of things. So anyway, this came from Susie's store there. And I think I got these pipe cleaner trees from her as well. And then these snowmen here came from Diana's shop, as well as all of this here. That came from Susie's shop. And these came from Diana's shop. I got all of those from her store. And then these here are just a bunch of ornaments that I've had through the years that I've just collected. And I forget where I got this gold basket, but I put some gold pine cones in there with those. So I forgot to do my bathroom. I don't know how I forgot to do that. But anyway, what time is it? I started this thing, it's only 4 minutes after 12. I started this really early, the first thing this morning, so I could go all through my house and everything. So I've got 3 videos. The last one might be a little bit lengthy. I didn't break it up. I probably should have. But no, it's not the last one. The middle one, I think, is the one that's lengthy, because I did the whole front of the house. So, yeah, it might be a little bit long. But anyway, so I will put this vlog out, obviously, for you guys tomorrow. And then, so that will be Wednesday. So Thursday, I'll do the first video of my Christmas memories past is what I'm calling it. Another one Friday, another one Saturday. So you won't get any regular vlogs, I don't think, unless something inspires me. Yeah, I think that's it. I was going to tell you guys. That's how I'll work this instead of putting a vlog and one of those other things, because that's a lot to watch in one day. And I know you guys subscribe to other people's channels, and so I'm not going to, you know, hog all the time and, you know, put a bunch of long videos out there. So anyway, I'll see you guys next video. Bye.